In the summer of 1948, I was reading a glamour magazine and came across an article entitled, "So You Want to Go Abroad?" I answered yes. In September, I found myself sailing to France to teach English conversation at a girls' normal school in Alençon, a very old town in Normandy, known mainly for its famous lace. The school was a single building with modest grounds behind an 8-foot stone wall and a huge wrought iron gate watched over by the concierge in the gatehouse, who only opened it reluctantly and sparingly in response to the pull of a bell, never to strangers or the uninvited. The 50 or so students, ages 15 to 19, were mostly from farm families who, in return for their tuition-free schooling, would teach in elementary schools for a set number of years. Socializing with the opposite sex was definitely not a part of the curriculum. Of course, a few surreptitious contacts were made in town with the boys from the lycée on the girls' free Thursday afternoons or at Sunday Mass. Some of the more daring students were even known to correspond by throwing notes over the wall. The school could be described in 1948 as modestly livable following several years of military occupation. The girls all slept in the dormitory room on the top floor. I had a private room on the second floor, complete with a stove, a wardrobe as a closet, and a sink with running water for part of almost every day. The French government paid me the equivalent of about $25 a month, out of which I paid for my room and board. I geared our classes toward a look at the United States beyond Hollywood, but the Hollywood view always seemed to prevail. In the spring, the girls decided to put together a program showing the old view and promoting a more realistic assessment of life in America. First, we made up a Hollywood scene. We pretended to film a cowboy and sang Ragtime Cowboy Joe. The girls added a try at a wild Indian dance, insisted on a minstrel gospel song scene, and ended up with some little 2-line speeches on things they had learned, and sang one verse of America the Beautiful. The program was quite pitiful to begin with, but it deteriorated. In a surprise move, the directress had invited the boys from the lycée, who had never before set foot on the school grounds, to attend the affair. The girls and the program fell apart. They giggled and stammered and forgot their lines. However, when they left for the summer, they all claimed that the show was something they would remember forever.